God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows.
Welcome to Season 3, Episode 5 of Your Journey is Not Over. My name is Tanya Pearson Randolph. This is my own personal journey, and the expressions and opinions are of my own. I own all the rights to my personal journey, and to Your Journey is Not Over. Neither are to be used, copied, or edited in any way without my consent. I am wanting to get to the part of my journey that led me straight into anxiety, which again, looking back, I suffered from anxiety early on in my teenage years. I just controlled it with marijuana. I self-medicated. That's why when people do get defensive with me about me not relying on medications, I have to let them know I get it, even more so now. But I related even before my recent research. As I tell people, we can't compare our journeys with anyone else's. Others took different paths as intended by God. I mean, if we all traveled the exact same path, well, that path would be extremely crowded for one. But we are all on our own paths, impossible to compare. Even though others took different paths, it doesn't make anyone better than anyone else. It just means those just took different paths on their journeys. And a lot does have to do with choices we make for ourselves on our journeys. And while I'm at it, I do want to clarify something. In my last episode, I made a comment about tattoos not being for me. I got some feedback on that. So again, I want to clarify. I never want anyone offended, nor to assume something about me, nor what I say. Nor do I like people to take what I say and twist it to fit their narrative, their own projections or perceptions of me. Do I like tattoos? Yes. I think they are a form of art. And also, it allows others to express themselves freely. I love looking at them, and yes, always inquisitive. I want to know the meaning, the story behind the tattoos. And to me, it's who they are and how each expresses themselves. We each express ourselves differently. I, for instance, express myself through my creativity, my writing, my poetry. I have no rhyme or reason why I decided it's not my thing. As I'm sure what is my thing, my writing, speaking in public, for instance, aren't others' things either. I have a lot of people in my life that I love, that I adore, that have tattoos. So no, I'm not judgmental nor biased. To each their own. That's the glory of our lives. We choose what is for us and what isn't. Again, it doesn't make anyone better. Just means we, you, are traveling the journey created and designed by God Himself just for you. Getting back again, my pen just flows. Before I do get to the part of my journey that completely locked me down in anxiety and depression, major panic attacks, agoraphobia, a complete lockdown too. That's a journey within itself. So I'm going to try and get to that Thursday. What I do want to discuss today is what is now being called burnout. Talking with friends who are speakers, who are podcasters, whom have huge platforms, was something that has been highlighted with the suicide of an amazing humanitarian, an activist, a trailblazer, who was so focused on giving love, hope, and faith to so many people. What we have all come to realize is burnout is a real thing, especially if you're an empath, a sensitive. Of course, speaking for myself. And what no one knows about me is I absorb energy. I'm like a sponge, and that's how I feel others' pain. I take on their emotions, and it's overwhelming at times. And if there are hundreds of people, that's a lot of energy. I don't shy away. I love crowds or to work a room, as I put it. Funny story. I got mistaken for the mayor's wife once when I lived in Texas. We were at an event for the Humane Society. My youngest daughter was receiving an award, and I wanted to make some new friends, being new to the area and all. So I circulated. I got asked by several people, "Aren't you the mayor's wife?" That's not me, but the mayor's wife and I had some laughs about it. Even though I do absorb energy, I enjoy, for instance, the meet and greets. It's my favorite part, but the exchange of energy is there. A handshake, a touch on the arm. My friends have always, my whole life, said, "You have to touch. You just got to reach out and touch somebody." It's my way of connecting. With females, I'm a hugger, of course, realizing being human and just knowing when someone needs a hug. With the men, not so much. Not about having someone close enough to me. It's not comfortable. A handshake is enough. And being female, as I am, you have to be cautious as to not to send the wrong signals. Be gracious, but not too nice. Apparently, those men are on their healing journeys, which could lead anyone, not just men, to be vulnerable, or I would have never intersected with them. But when I do an event, normally I'm up early the next morning, always, and I have to begin to dissect and what I call debrief myself. Normally, when I get home, my safe place, it takes me a couple days to clear my energy and begin to get my mojo going again. I become extremely tired and I heal myself and I clear my energy when I sleep. So, again, the couple of days afterwards, I have to make sure and go to bed early. I just check out. I have to recharge. It's a whole process. Again, with burnout being highlighted and being brought to the forefront, everyday people all over the world suffer from burnout. Most of our lives are like that Groundhog Day movie. It's repetitive, day after day. And yes, that creates burnout completely. Working, paying bills day to day, which turns into week after week and month after month with no changes. Same old, until we decide to change that. What I have learned is that it's okay to slow down and just be. I wish someone would have told me this years ago. It's okay to take a break, a step back. Doesn't even have to be a vacation or anything that costs money. A 2-hour bubble bath, which is one of my favorites. An old movie. For instance, I watched Stir Crazy Weekend and I laughed so hard I cried. Laughter is good for the soul. Also, what I've come to realize is that I do know my limits as far as my mind, my body, and my soul. I do know when it's time for me to retreat, give myself grace and space. I read, I journal, I bake, I check out, I take a break from social media, from platforms, from writing podcasts. Most of the time, just for a weekend. And I'm recharged, I'm refreshed, and I'm back into my own energy. Another thing I realized is before my healing journey, the pressure I placed on myself was massive. I was a perfectionist in every aspect of my life, and schedules, well, they were everything. Organization was the key to my life. I haven't shed all of that completely. I still stick to my schedules and I'm still organized, but I also go with the flow a lot more. I can switch gears quicker, not stay and be so adamant about schedules. I let things change, fluctuate, and enjoy every moment so much more. Before my healing journey, I didn't take the time to enjoy even the smallest moments. My brain was already 10 steps ahead of me, reminding me what I had scheduled. Even in my sleep, I would do my grocery list or figure bills. On my healing journey, I give myself the same love, compassion, and grace as I do strangers. And the knowing it's okay to check out, to veg out, to Netflix and chill. Eat some good snacks, watch movies, slow the pace. When we relax and check out, we come back so much stronger, clear minded, clear energy, a whole new look on life. I, in fact, just took a day last weekend and literally just the day, well, it was like a vacation that I needed. So I gave my mind, my body, and my soul what it needed. When we do for ourselves and we love ourselves, it's like a domino effect. It reflects out onto others. Our jobs, our friends, the world, actually. It brings less stress, less pressure, which makes you more happy, healthy, and productive. As I always say, it all starts with you. It's your journey. You got to take time to enjoy it. It'll be over before you know it. And as the old expression goes, you got to stop and smell the roses along your journey. God made them smell good for a reason. I do not own the rights to the things that I chose to share today. Life offers you so many chances to do right with the choices you're given. There's no time limit to it. There's no deadline. The beauty is that no matter how badly you think you've missed the mark, the sun rises on another day to step up and start again. Time is free yet priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. Once it's gone, you'll never get it back. Enjoy every moment. It's precious. And I will end with this prayer to anyone that's on or beginning their healing journey. Jesus, I ask for your hand over the entire healing journey. On the days it feels easier, thank you. On the days it feels impossible, please carry me. Give me patience with myself. Give me grace for the moments I struggle, and slowly, gently bring peace where there is pain. I trust you are restoring me even when I cannot see it. Amen. This concludes my podcast for today. Please join me Thursday. Listen in. And always remember, your journey is not over. God bless.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been